Hey everybody, what's up? Thanks for coming back to my channel. This is the Sweezy's World, and I am Bob. And not that you didn't know that. Appreciate you being here. I appreciate you coming here, 3 minutes on your Friday. I really appreciate it. I hope you all had a great week, and I hope you're going to have a great weekend. And just get out. If you have decent enough weather, go out and enjoy it. It's cold here. For here where I'm at, in the good old low country of South Carolina, it's cold. Last night was like in the high 20s. I mean, it just don't get that cold down here, but it did. So, anyways, it was very cold. Not as cold, we don't get snow, but for about a month and a half, we get some really cold weather. Today and for us, today's like 42, and that's really cold. Down here it's normally 60 when it's wintertime. So, anyways, all right, drones. Okay, we've got car-sized drones flying over military bases in sort of formation all over parts of the United States, our nuclear facilities where our nuclear missiles are housed, our main Air Force fighter jet and bomber bases. We got them in the UK. We got them all over the doggone world. And nobody seems to know where they're coming from. And nobody seems to know where they go when they're done. Now, these drones are far from hobby drones. I know I'm a hobby dronist. And I've got 4 or 5. And, we're talking drones that run probably anywhere. And it's a guesstimate. $30,000 to $50,000 a pop, okay? Because these drones can stay up a while. And they may even cost upwards to $100,000 or better, especially the ones that are full-size cars. And they stay up for hours. They don't stay up for a little while. They stay up for hours. And you can't tell me that our military, as good as they're supposed to be, who can detect and read a newspaper from space via satellite, cannot track these things and know where they go, when they leave the bases. They got to land somewhere. And there's no way on earth that I can believe that we don't know where. Now, maybe they're not saying, and I think they should say. I mean, if they don't, they should say, look, we know what's going on, but we can't tell you right now for the good of the nation. Okay, we buy that. But to come up and say that they're clueless, and they're putting, bans on areas where drones can't fly. Well, there's bans on areas where hobby dronists can't fly anyways. You can't fly near an airport. You can't fly over housing. You can't fly over football or baseball or soccer fields when there are active people there. You can't do that. That's against the law. Hobbyists, we can't fly higher than 400 feet. That's our maximum ceiling. We can't do that. These drones here are a couple thousand feet to 4,000 feet above military bases where we have fighter jets, Now, I get it. It's, back when the China balloon was flying over the country, right? Nobody seemed to even been able to figure out what was going on, so they say, until it went through the country, went over a bunch of good military top secret classified bases and went out and started to see. And then they scrambled a couple fighter jets to go get them. What the heck? Stop these freaking drones where they are right now. I mean, come on. Come on. You're telling me that we can't figure that out. That's just crazy. I mean, that's born crazy. Like we said, we know. It's not a hobbyist doing it. There's no way a hobbyist could, unless you're a billionaire, there's really no way a hobbyist would have a drone that big anyways. Because, you couldn't really put it anywhere. You wouldn't have one that big. That's got to be some type of military. I don't believe it's ET. I don't believe it's coming from way up there. Mm-hmm. But China seems to be in my mind. It's not Russia. Could be Russia, but I don't really think it's Russia. But you have to consider Russia and China have been telling their people to prepare for a nuclear war. What are they telling us? Nothing. They're not telling us a darn thing. Their people and their kids and stuff are learning how to fight at a young age because they need to know. What's Americans doing at the younger age? And I'm talking once you're out of school, high school, I'm not talking that young. What are we doing? Everybody's trying to sit home and figure out what to do and get paid for it. They want to do nothing and get paid for it. It's like the old communist propaganda. You will own nothing and you love it. You like it. Anyways, I digress. If we don't get our act together, and I believe we'll get our act together somewhat, for sure, better than we got it now, when President Trump takes office again, was that June 20th? I think things will start to improve. Our military will start to improve. Our borders will start to improve. Our economy will start to improve. But he's still not going to tell us why we need to prepare or should we prepare for nuclear war. They're not going to do that. And between me and you, we should be prepared for a nuclear war. Now, most likely be a limited nuclear war. It's probably not going to be an all-around planetary kill nuclear war because people just, if they want to take out America, they don't want to just eliminate it because they'll use, parts of it. So, a few parts here and there, take out a few major cities, a couple military bases, same thing on their end. Just we're not ready for it. We're not ready for what's coming. Nobody's ready for the total economic collapse. You should be ready. But most people are just not ready for it. And if we can't even find a freaking drone, even though it's as big as a car, so you can't miss it, by looking up in the sky and you see 4 or 5 of these, 6 of these things together, it's kind of obvious. I think you would figure that out. You go, that's a freaking drone. What the heck's that doing there? Just how big is it? So where did it come from? It came from somewhere, and we haven't figured that out. That's why I keep saying drones, 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 and more drones. Well, there's a boatload of drones floating around this country and other countries, and nobody can figure it out why. It cracks me up, man. It just cracks me up to no end. Like I say, I'm considered a drone pilot. I've got a FAA, certification. So I fly drones. I haven't flown them in a little while because I've been illness and whatnot. We don't go there. But it's just saying. And these are little drones. They're about like that. That's a little drone. We're talking a car-sized freaking drone. Bunches of them. Oh, well. It just gets me. And I just thought maybe it gets you. I mean, this is my world, right? And it should be part of your world, too. Because what's going on out there is going to affect you as much as it will affect me. Now, I do my best to be ready for everything. You can't be ready for everything all the time. Trying to keep it up here. If the doo-doo hits the fan big time, I feel that I'm mentally competent to handle it. I may not like it. And in fact, I'm sure I'm not going to like it, but I'm sure going to be able to spot freaking drones flying over my house. Now, it's hard maybe at 4,000 feet. And, for me, looking up at 4,000 feet. But if you see 4, 5, 6 little objects floating around up there, the odds are it's a drone. Just saying. So, all right then. Hey, look, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Shoot me a thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate it. You have any comments on drones or anything like that? What do you think? Where do you think they come from? Who do you think's flying these things? I mean, I'm not saying it's not ET, but I mean, it's probably not ET. So, all right then. Hey, look, be good, be safe. There's nothing but love for you. I truly mean it. Yes, I am a Ohio State Buckeye fan. What can I say? But all right then. Until later, we'll catch you later. I know. Bye.